it's me, Sam, and this is By Hook or By Needles, and today it's not Weave It In Wednesday, because I have nothing really to weave in, because I've really done very little crochet. I did spend the last week catching up on a lot of bits and pieces, so yeah, I've really not got anything to ends to sew in. What I have got is well, you know, when you've got nothing to weave in or got nothing to crochet, what you do is you spend money. Well, I tend to spend money, usually money I have, I must admit. I don't, you know. And what happened was my carer came and she said, oh, you know, let's strip your bed. And she stripped my bed, and I thought, oh, you know, time for some new sheets. So I ordered some new sheets. At the moment there's an old sheet on the bed, a clean old sheet on the bed, but no doona cover, because I don't really have a second sort of doona cover. So I bought a new doona cover, and it came in this little gorgeous bag. And I thought, well, how cute is that? I could probably turn this into a little project bag. So yeah, I thought there's two seams, so we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna just pull it here, and I'm just gonna dig in my snippers and sort of on both sides of the join. Now it's joined on both sides, so I'm not sure how exactly this will work, but we're going to play, because I've been... Right, okay, let's see. I'm going to get me blunt needle, and I'm going to see if I can pull out this elastic. And I'm hoping it's not sewn into the body of the bag. It probably is, and it looks like it is. Okay, well, that's not all bad. Okay, so I'll cut a little hole on each end of that one, and I will cut a little hole on each end of the side of this one. And what I'll do instead is I'll make a chain, and I will thread the chain through. I'll make two chains actually, because for a drawstring you want to be able to pull it on both ends and it closes in the middle. So I'm just going to make two chain, thread them through, tie them off, and then have a loop on each side and pull them through to close it. And then I got a nice sort of good sized crochet bag, which will hold my socks that I'm doing. There we go. I've got my socks. I've started my Christmas socks. And I'm not really loving the toe, I will admit. It's a very pointy toe. I'm kind of feeling like I need to sort of start it down here somewhere. So I may have to pull that out. But this is big enough to hold that yarn and the red yarn. And then I can pull it together, and I'll show you that whenever I get that done. But that's the plan for that. So what else do we do? Well, a while ago, I think I might show this in one of my videos, because my dad was so laughing. I hadn't seen this man laugh so hard in years. He chuckled and laughed all the way home. I could hear him, because he lives next door, and I could hear him. He went out through my laundry, and he went through the laundry door, shut that. I could still hear him laughing. He went outside the laundry door, shut that, and I could still hear him laughing. I could hear crunch, crunch, crunch on the gravel as he went next door, and then he sort of, you know, the laughing sort of faded off into the distance. But what I actually got was this from Temu, and it was my first order from Temu. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure whether I would ever buy yarn from them, because I've not had the best experiences with, let's just say, foreign countries. Oh no, I can't say that, because I've had great experiences with the Wool Warehouse in the UK and other places in like Denmark, like Hobbii, and even Lovecrafts, and places that send to Australia. How can I've not had great experience with non-European or American yarn companies. That's probably less, a bit more specific, yeah, but less pinpoint still. Anyway, what I ordered at the same time was a load of eyes. Now, some of the eyes came in little plastic sort of, yeah, I said a load of eyes. Yeah, I did say a lot of eyes. Yes, I know. Oops, I've lost a little bit, because one bit came out and I didn't know which thing it went into. That came out of something. Yeah, I did say a lot of eyes. And these ones, look at these ones. Oh, see, I've squashed that or it's come squashed. But these ones have little eyelashes on them. Can you see? Can you see little eyelashes? How adorable is that? So, and they're brilliant sparkly colours. And oh dear, I'm just emptying everything out onto the desk, aren't I? And these all came with, what sort of eyeballs? Just round ones, I think. Let me have a look. These came with, oh yep, just round ones. And they have a nice little, who reviewed these? Oh dear. Because I was enabled, because I wouldn't normally go look to Temu for anything, you know, and I'm not trying to be funny there. It's not my first go-to for anything at all. I usually try to buy local. Then if I can't get it locally, I do try the US or the UK or Denmark. You know, this place is the last, you know, Temu would be my last call. But anyway, but they were really good. And she was showing, you know, how they all have little protective covers on, and I thought, gee, that's really clever. So, you know, you take your protective cover off, which sticks to your finger, and then you can with these ones, and then you can get like your color. Oh dear, whoops, what's this color one? Oh, that plastic's still stuck to me. Little golden eye. Oh, look at that. See, really sparkly. You can, oh, will it fit on? Do I have to screw it on? No? Oh, hang on. That's not very good. The hole doesn't seem to be wide enough for the, ugh, okay. Push, push, push down. And then presumably you put on, oh dear, I'm all fingers and thumbs. I don't have, you know, the hands for this sort of thing. Then I assume you put on your eyelash. Oh dear. See, I just drop everything. Or do we do it that? No, we wouldn't do it that way. That's the wrong way. Oh dear. My hands, I'm sorry, I do apologize. My hands are not very good at grasping things that are this small. But you can see how beautiful that eye is. And it's like glimmers and shines, beautiful colors. And this is what tempted me to go, okay, look, I will try. But then I got all these little bits. And now some of the bits, like the backing for this type of one is, where's the backing? Is non-existent. I don't know. What came with it? Was these? Is it these? Maybe? Or did they come, or do they belong to this? Well, see, I hadn't paid attention to any of that. Okay, well, whatever. The backings are somewhere, I'm sure. And if they're not, well, I will just use other backings that will fit. But most of the backings seem to be this sort of style and size. So of these eyeballs. Can you see that eyeball through there? I'll get it out because I think these are like bunny eyeballs, or sorry, cat eyeballs. You got the I'll get a cover for the back. You've got it's a diamond sort of shape. It's like the cat eye, not a bunny eye. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. No, you go back in there. And I thought, I know I am going to make a right royal mess of all of this, because that's just in my nature, because I drop, as I say, I drop tiny things. And but you can see now the cat eye shape to it. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it just really sparkles. And that's what sort of tempted me to use them. And actually these pieces they don't feel papery. To me, they feel almost cloth-like. They almost feel like a woven cloth. And it's all sort of, very, obviously very sparkly. So you go back in there, you go there. I don't know where you belong, so you can stay out. So anyway, so I got all these eyeballs. And like I say, some of them came in, little containers like that. And these ones, now I'm assuming these ones go with these, because these are different sizes and they're different sizes. So I'm assuming these must go with these. Yeah. Anyway, so what I thought I would do, because I haven't finished spending money, and, and I don't recommend it for, unless you have got the money. And I was enabled again by Froggy. Froggy went to knitting, because what she did was she showed a toolbox. And I thought, I don't really want a big, heavy toolbox. And I couldn't get the toolbox that she had enabled. But she did get me thinking I could do with a storage thing for all my, let me see if we can, I thought I could do with a small sort of storage thing for all my eyeballs. And these are quite a good size. Now I got 2 of these. I think they were $12 each, and you get like 16 little canister things, which, slot on, lock into place, and then slide in to a, stand-up thing. And I thought, how cool. And then I thought, well, this would be ideal for putting my eyes into. I had to just make sure that I get the same sizes, all together in the one box. Yeah. But then I wasn't finished, because what else did I buy? So yeah, I'm going to put our eyeballs in here. I bought 2 of these because I've also got somewhere, I have to dig them out, a load of buttons. And some of them are quite big buttons, are big wooden buttons, like, made with love or whatever on them. So I thought, it's a pity actually it hasn't got 28, because if it had 28, I'd use these as my pillboxes, because I do have a lot of pills. And that would be ideal. And then I could tip it up into my mouth and swallow them. But yeah, so I got that, and I thought, this is from Target here in Australia. I don't know, I think your Target is like, our Target, is like your Walmart, or do you have Target over there? Let me know in the comments, because I really don't have any idea. Anyway, then what else did I, oh, that's right, I got, I had gone to, sorry for the crinkling, gotta throw the rubbish away, gotta throw the plastic away. I'd gone to Hobbii, and I had showed this already in a tutorial, I think. But I'd gone to Hobbii, and I bought this, which is their Dahlia Halloween. Now I got this after, I think, a 10%. It was already on discount for quite a bit, and then I got it for I got the extra 10% because of Hobbii bingo. This is going back a few weeks. And so, yeah, I'll just show the stats and hope that they don't glare too much. You can all have a look. It's 3mm knitting needles or size US 2.5, 4mm hook or US G-6. It's 100% cotton or Baumwolle, Baumwolle, as the Germans might say, or the Dutch might say, I'm assuming. It's a superfine one, 200 grams, 800 meters, or 874 yards. And I have no idea what any of the symbols mean, other than you can wash it to 30 degrees Celsius. I'm guessing the cross is no drying. I don't know, maybe low iron, and I think P is dry cleaning, but yeah. So I got that because I thought I just love those colors. So my idea was I'm going to make a really pretty shawl because I just love the purples and the oranges and the yellows and just how they all go. So Dawn Yarn Doll had made, and I know a few other people have made, the Heart Collection shawl with a ruffle on the edge. Now, depending, that the pattern for that is, I think, 1,100 meters to 1,300. But I thought, well, maybe I'll just do less ruffles, you know, and use less yarn that way. I'll see how I go. I do want to do the A shawl. I don't know whether it specifically be that one. And the next one I got was also from Hobbii or Hobbii, and it was one of the Cotton Kings Sultans. And my reason for choosing this one was these are the colours of the Australian Indigenous people's flag, otherwise known as the Aboriginal flag. And it's funny because the creator of the Aboriginal flag, about 20 years ago, I think, actually sold the copyright for the use of the flag to some company. I'm not sure which company. And they used it in all their items and all the rest of it. Well, recently, this year, I think it was this year, the Australian government bought back the rights and then made it free for anyone to use the symbol of the Indigenous flag, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. Now, no, I'm not going to make a flag with it, but the flag is basically a golden yellow. The yellow is a bit brighter in the actual flag. This is more of an orangey gold, but I might get away with it. And then I always get this confused. The top half is red and the bottom half is black with like the sun in the middle. It's a beautiful flag. The beautiful colors, and they go lovely together. So I wanted to make a sort of shawl with that as well, or a square, lacy, pineapple-y, whatever, perhaps tablecloth. But I haven't sort of really, once again, picked a pattern. But that was another acquisition I had got. Now, I don't know if anyone knows, and I'm going to try and find her name. So let me just bear with me while I look on my computer, because I'm subscribed to her, so I'll be able to find, should be able to find her on my list. And if you don't know this lady, and I don't know her actual name. It isn't Coco. I think that's actually the name, perhaps, of her dog. But it's called Coco's Crochet. So that's C-O-C-O apostrophe S space crochet. I'll try and remember to put the link in the description. You're wondering why my voice is going in and out a little bit. Is because I'm trying to find my notebook to write that down so I don't forget. But she, so she enabled me as well. See, it's always someone else's fault. It's never, ever, ever, ever my fault. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to write that down. Coco's crochet link. Okay. And I'll put the heart shawl in the link as well in case anybody wants to see that. What else? So what she did was she went to, and I'm sorry, this is going to be crinkly. I should have thought before I started, but yeah. She got these. They're actually called macrame accessories. And she bought these. I think she got hers from the Reject shop. And I think she got them for the same price I've got mine, except I got mine from the from Target as well. And I only just got them just now. So, oh, upside down. There we go. So what it basically is, oh, you can see on the back. Can you see that? Yeah. So it's basically some rods, some wooden beads, some small circles, and some larger ones. You can see the sort of size. If I put my hand there, you can see how big they are. Now what she made is she challenged herself to make like, I think 4 or 5 items with it. And she made some great little wall hangings. I think she used the loops to make tea towel toppers or something. You know, and she used the wooden sticks just to make, you know, like hangings and that sort of thing. So I thought, well, yeah, that looks like fun. So I got myself 2 of those as well because, you know, she got 2. So I thought I should get 2 too. And right next to them in Target on the list, all these wooden beads of various sizes. And again, I think these were $6, I think, for, and you can see the sizes are 20 and 25 millimeter beads. And the only problem I got with these is the color. I guess the color's fairly neutral, so it would go with most things. But then I also thought, maybe if I get a little bit of sandpaper, and sand down one of the sides flattish, I could probably stick on an eye ball, or using the hole in the middle, I could stick an eye. Let me take it out and have a look. I could stick an eye. Oh dear, sticky tape everywhere. I thought I could stick an eye in it, and it could be for, I don't know, not an amigurumi or anything, but it might be, you know, good for a spooky thing. Don't you dare fall. I'm hoping I don't drop it. Now let's try the small one. I don't think it, nope, too small for the small one. Let's try the bigger one. Will it let go in there? Yes, just. Might have to sort of screw it in there and tempt it in there. But I think if I get my dad to make the hole a little bit bigger, I could stick that onto the wooden bead and perhaps use that. You could use that like for froggy eyes. You could almost paint this white and put that on, you know, like I say, get it sort of screwed right in there. It is actually screwing in, but it's just taken me a while because I don't have a lot of strength in my hands. So you will have to bear with me, but you can see it is going in. Come on, get in. But yeah, anyway, you could use that for bubbly eyes on an amigurumi, I guess. Mind you, you've now lost your thread through because you've used one of the holes. So you'd have to sort of somehow glue it in or drill another hole to attach it in some way. And I did purchase a hot glue gun, which could be very dangerous. Kim from Fortune Knits Creations, I will put her, hang on, I will put her in the description box, in the description box as well. She's got a video. What did she do with it? I've forgotten now. I've forgotten what I was going to say. But I'm going to put her in because she enabled me with something. Oh dear. See, I just get all these people enabling me, and yeah. But it'll come to me. It'll come to me why I mentioned her. I really can't think off the top of my head why I did. But she's worth going and looking at anyway, if you've never visited her before. So, what else did I get? And the final thing, is it the final thing I got? Yeah, I think so. Pretty much the final thing I got were these different multicolored pens that these should have really fine, woo, where's the camera? Really fine tips. And I need really fine tips because I purchased this cipher, and if you remember, I said my texters that I was using, or my pens that I was using, were really just not very good. So I haven't tried these yet with the cipher. Now you can see I was trying my thicker pen texters, and they were just making a mess of them. So I thought I'll buy a smaller one. Yeah, oh, that's much nicer. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, that looks much better, and it doesn't leave any residue on the, I don't think it leaves any residue on the cipher. This is what they're calling it. They're calling this the crochet cipher tool. If you haven't seen this yet, it is under patent. This is created by Jasmine Jones. It's a crochet symbols creator. So as you can see, if you know crochet symbols around this way, you've got your chains, you've got your arched chains that you can use. It's got your pluses for your single crochet, half double crochet, trebles, double trebles, triple trebles. It's also got these stitches. Now these are for 2 together. Oh, sorry, that's 2 together. See, I always get that wrong. But 2 in the same stitch, or 2 together. Now once you've done that, can you see that in there? Let me just sort of, whoops, other way. There it is. Now you can see it better. So what you would do is, depending on the stitch, you would put in the lines afterwards. And I think that's why they've done it the way they've done it, you know, without any markings through them, is so that you can then, when you've done it, you know, decide, okay, no, it's a treble. And then you'd put two lines through it. It's also got your 5 cluster, you know, and you could easily make that a 7 cluster. All you would have to do is, hang on, no, you can't see that, now you can. So you would go 1, and I'm taking it from the outside in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I would line it up like that, and possibly do 6, 7. So see how you can do that? You can make it 7 or 9, or however many you wanted, going into the same stitch. And if it was a double crochet, you'd go and you'd put a line across for each one. So that's quite a handy little tool. I got that from, it's actually made in Australia, which explains why it's flimsy and floppy. I've said this before on my other video, I would much rather have had this tool much longer to contain more variations, and with even measurements down the side, so it's like a ruler. Have it like a hard, clear ruler, because when you're trying to work out stuff, you cannot clearly see beneath it. But it is only a patent pending, so they may still improve on the design. But I thought it was quite a, you know, for those who are dabbling with creating stitches and that sort of thing, they might want to get that and play with that. That was actually $15. This was $15 Australian. And it was either from, oh, let me have a look. I think it was either from the Crochet Guild Australia, or from, did I delete it already? I might have deleted the site. Or another Crochet World or Crochet Guild or something. So yeah, but it's called the Crochet Cypher, C-Y-P-H-E-R. So if you want to have a search for that, you'll be able to hopefully find it. And like I say, hopefully as Jasmine is developing it, she may improve on what it already is. And I'm looking around to see if there is anything else I can show you, because I did go a bit crazy with spending lately. I tend to do that, and when I, you know, I'm either looking for patterns, buying yarn for patterns, or buying items to make patterns better, like, you know, eyes. I've made maybe 2 or 3 amigurumi in my life, and I just bought all these eyes. Thank you to whoever that was that enabled me. I think, actually, it was, oh, she's a lovely person. I love her. I love her videos, and I'm subscribed to her also, so I'm going to see if I can find her. Oh, dear, she's got bright red hair, I think. And she wears big glasses like I want to get, because I love the glasses. No, I can't find her on my I mean, it's not surprising I can't find her on my list, because I do have quite a few people on my list. And I have even more. Oh, I know what she's called, and I'll put a link. Let me make sure that it is her. Scroll down. She is called Nova Gnome Creations. And am I lying, or did she do the review on the eyes? Yes, she did. And it's called Temu Safety Eye Haul. And yeah, that was 2 weeks ago, so she really did enable me. But if you know, go and have a look at her, because she is an absolute, oh, I can't find my darn pen. Put it. Okay, people, who took my pen? Which one of you took my pen? I bet one of the cats did. Did I drop it? No. Okay. Well, I'll have to remember that one. Oh no, I'll grab another pen and just hope I don't lose this one. I'm great at losing pens. Okay, so I'll just make another mental note. Yeah, it's worth having a look at, because there's a load of what is it? Nova Gnome. Now her name is Nova Gnome, and she creates. That's basically where she gets her name from. She's given herself the name Nova Gnome. It's not, her name isn't like Nova and she creates gnomes. Her name is Nova Gnome and she creates, but it's actually called Nova Gnome Creates. Creations. Creations. The link will be in the description box. But yeah, so, all right, I'm going to play with the little bag. I am expecting another delivery. I did buy from a local indigenous person I say local, they're in Australia. I think she's from, I thought this package was coming from Queensland, but then I noticed on the tracking it seemed to be coming from New South Wales, which is a little bit closer. But anyway, she makes project bags, and she makes lovely earrings with Aboriginal, oh sorry, I've got to say Indigenous. I keep saying Aboriginal, and apparently the new word we've got to use is Indigenous. I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone. So Indigenous. She makes Indigenous earrings, so she'll like make in a teardrop the yellow, red, and black, you know, teardrop sort of big earrings. She's got all the different sizes of bags that she makes. I'll do a review of them when they do come in. What else? I'm waiting for that. Oh my goodness, you would not believe the hell I've had with that package. Not her fault at all. I will really stipulate that. It is my Australia Post. Oh, it might be the way she dressed it. But I don't think so. I think it's probably Australia Post. And what's happened is it's come in to the Melbourne airport, which is about, give or take, 2 hours from me. And then it's bounced back. Then it's come to southeast Victoria, which is where I live, in that area. It comes to Dandenong. And Dandenong's about 40 minutes from me. And then Dandenong send it back to the Melbourne airport. The next day, the Melbourne airport send it back to Dandenong. Next day, Dandenong send it back to the airport. Next day, you can guess where this is going. They have gone back and forth about 6 or 7 times, and I've watched it on tracking, pulling my hair out. So I thought I've got to phone. I've got to phone them and see if there's anything we can do about this, because it's just going to drive me absolutely insane. I've forgotten which eyeballs go in there. Oh, Sam, why do you do these things? And yeah, so yeah, it's been bouncing to and fro. So I finally phoned to Australia Post, and I said, is there something you can do? And she said, most definitely. She says, I can put I think she called it, oh no, I was going to say intervention. No, it was an interception on it. She says, we'll put an interception on it. And what hopefully will happen is either at Dandenong or at the airport, they'll locate the parcel, look at it, and just determine why it keeps bouncing back and forth. And if it's because some of our prepaid, you know, you can buy the Australia Post prepaid packages, the to address and from address, which are the to is on the front and the from is on the back usually, but some of the packages, the to and the from are the same size, so it's got to be, you know, easy for, you know, when you're quickly scanning a package to go, oh yeah, that's you know, that's going to New South Wales, not from, and I think that's probably what's happening. So hopefully, if it gets intercepted and they can cross out the return address or change the to address to make it more clear, or whatever they have to do, I should have that hopefully by Friday. I keep checking the updates. Dandenong has, in the last 3 days, processed it twice without sending it anywhere. So I'm hoping that means the interception went well, and it's coming my way soon. Yeah. Anyway, I have probably bored you for way too long. But, you know, next time, and I hope next Wednesday I'll have some ends to weave in. I've just been really catching up on stuff, so apologies. You could weave on, you know, if you've got ends to have woven in, whoops, now I'm knocking stuff flying. If you've got ends that you should have woven in, you can have done that while I've been jabbering away at you. So, yeah. And I will show you my bag. I will show you my, you know, the drawstring. I'll try and find some nice green yarn that sort of matches, or white yarn. Green yarn might be better. But look, there's a little hole made by those stupid little, you know, little tags they put in, the little plastic tags. They popped it through there. But I mean, they didn't know I was going to use this as a yarn bag. They put, you know, this is literally just held the doona cover. And I'm just repurposing it because I don't like to throw anything out if I can help it. So yeah, and I will show hopefully later on in another video. If I don't have any ends to weave in next Wednesday, probably next Wednesday, any updates to my restoring and, you know, storage and stuff. I almost said a naughty word then, but I didn't. I'm very proud of myself. So anyway, take care, everybody. Be good. Well, as good as you can be. And I will catch you next time. Bye for now.